was a boat that we're all in together, that barely stays afloat while we all discuss the weather. How long can we all go on before we change our ways? How long till the break of dawn? How long till it days?
Guys, and welcome back to Being Mrs. Fraser. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. As you can tell, we are decorating for fall outside. We have a couple of projects that I want to do today, a couple dupes if you will. I am so excited to share this video with you. I've been looking forward to this so much and I cannot wait to get into this. First off though, I did want to go ahead and clear off the porch. We had a lot of leaves and just a bunch of different things. Unfortunately, a dead little lizard that had decided to crawl up there and croak. But what do you do? So I just wanted to go ahead and blow all that stuff away and then clean off the door and just get the area kind of prepped up. I don't know if you just saw that floated right there in front of the screen. Yes, those are love bugs. We are full in love bug season right now and they were driving me crazy filming this entire video. I could not even tell you. If you are from Florida or anywhere that has love bugs, I know you know. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get this all cleaned up and put a little bit of the basics out, things that we have had in the past before starting on the new project.
How long till the break of dawn? How long till it days? How long till it days?
So we're gonna go ahead and make a fun haunted hotel, haunted house vibe sign. I am so excited for this. I actually saw, I've seen the sign in stores. I've also seen some other creators create this sign and I love it. I'm so excited to share this project with you. And for even better, all the signs that I've seen have been well over $100 and this project cost me $30. That's right, it was under $30. Now we did use a lot of scrap lumber that we have had from previous projects, so if you don't have that it might cost a few dollars more and you're probably looking more at like $50 as opposed to the $30, but either way that's still saving a ton of money. So I definitely had a lot of fun creating this project. But we're gonna go ahead and start by getting all the wood pieces cut down. I really didn't have any specific measurements. I was just kind of going with what looked right when I laid it all out.
Stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon. The hours getting late.
Alrighty, so we got pushed inside. It is pouring outside, but we're gonna go ahead. We did drill out 2 holes, a hole in this piece and this piece to go ahead and add in little like dowels to attach the little arm onto the pole. Man, it is hard to see. There we go. So there's the little, goodness gracious, the little dowel holes will go and line up on both sides. We'll go ahead and glue those right on, so that way the arm will it'll kind of hang out like this on the pole, if you can tell, but obviously it'll go here. So we're gonna go ahead and just glue those little dowels in, and then they should just line up and go right into each other.
So as we're building this here, I will say the glue was like dried in the bottle. So my husband had to help me out with that, the wood glue. But anyway, I did want to kind of pop up a little bit of the ideas on the screen that I have seen so you guys can see where we're going with this. Also, I wanted to share with you the how much the pole costs, because I know a lot of people, I've seen a lot of comments brought up about how expensive wood can be, which yes, it can be. It can be very expensive, but these poles, this is a outdoor stair post, I think is what it's called, from Lowe's. And here in my area, the post only costs $20. I have seen where it's more like $24, $25 in other areas, but definitely check your local Lowe's. Like I said, that is where I found mine at. And so that is actually really cheap. I've seen other people say that they're like $50 and stuff like that. And my Lowe's did have one for $50, but they are not the same. So I will try to remember to link one down below in the description for you guys if you guys are interested in that, if you're interested in making this project. Again, it was so fun, and I absolutely loved being able to personalize this and kind of just make it my own compared to the ones that I had seen around town in the stores.
Right. But there's some words that I just wanna say, to put it all straight before this night turns into day, and then I'm on my way. Yeah. Yes, I'm on my way. A bit naive.
So these are eye hooks. I found these online on Amazon, but you could definitely pick them up at Lowe's as well. Our Lowe's was currently out of the black ones, and that's what I was looking for, so I did purchase them online. I also am using little S hooks to connect the signs and post and everything together, which you guys will see that here in just a second. But on this particular wood, I did not need to pre-drill. I probably could have. It might have been a little bit easier, but on another piece of wood, I did end up pre-drilling my holes to screw these eye hooks in. I really think it just depends on the type of wood that you are using. And then I will say that the post is a pressure treated wood, so it is perfectly safe to be outside. The other wood definitely needs some sort of treatment, which I will be doing here shortly.
Take my love and write a different story. I'm on my way. Yes, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Yes, I'm on my way.
So this will not stand alone on its own. It needed some sort of support base. So I am just using, again, another piece of scrap lumber that we had, and we're just going to go ahead and attach this post right to it. We did start with only 2 screws, and the weight of the sign, the post could not hold the weight of the sign. So we ended up actually, and I don't show this unfortunately, but we did end up putting in 3 more screws, in addition to the 2 screws that we had already used to attach this base, the post to the base. We kind of just did one in each corner, like one of the 4 corners for the base, and then one right down the middle, and we used like 3 or 4 inch screws. So if again, we had all this stuff just lying around. Screws are kind of expensive, but I think you can get like 100 of them for only like $10 or so, again, at Lowe's.
delivery is never guaranteed, no matter the place or time. Oh, I like when you're whispering and really listening. Not too much fuss, so keep it easy. We could sit in the shade, talk till late, and then we'll see. We can go for walks, stroll on the city park, and maybe, just maybe, take my hand, come on, let's go.
I have to give a huge shout out to my hubby. Sometimes I think he looks at me and is like, what is going through your brain with these projects? I don't know. I'm very crafty, I guess, artistic, and things just kind of come to me and I want to do them and I need to do them, and it just has to be done. I don't even know how to explain it, but he is such a trooper and goes in with my ideas and, you know, gets in there and helps me when I need help. I think especially when it came to like screwing that board and all that together. He is just so amazing in supporting me and my little adventures when I have projects in mind to create. I think overall he did really like the way this sign turned out and he thought it was pretty cool, but I don't know. I really think that he is just like, what did I get myself into marrying this woman?
You could see yourself just sitting there on my chair.
So here again, like I said, I did want to go ahead and put some sort of treatment on this wood. I am using a gel stain. This is a stain that I've had. Again, this was just something left over extra that we already had. I'm using a mixture of teak wood, and I think it's all American, I think is the color, the two colors. The American one is very rich, very warm, and so I use the teak wood that is a green base to kind of neutralize the colors. I think they're absolutely beautiful together. I will say that the pressure treated wood definitely absorbed far more of the stain than the regular wood. So it did get a little bit dark, but I still think it turned out really good in the end.
Dance and the moment comes when I fall and time goes slow. I fall into you. I fall into you.
Alrighty, so I'm really loving how this stand turned out. Now I can turn it either way, just depending on which way I decide to set it up and display it. I probably actually want to turn it maybe out this way when I set it up, but I'm not fully sure or certain on that quite yet. But it's easy to turn around because I just have these little S hooks here on the I hooks, and so yeah, so it'll make it super easy. I just need to paint on the sign, you know, the little no vacancy, and then like the cute little haunted hotel or whatever sign on there. So anyway, I really love how this turned out. It is very heavy duty, it is great quality, and honestly, since it literally only cost me, what did we pay? I think we paid $19 for this, so about $20, because I think it was $19.98 or something like that, and then just a few bucks for the hooks. I mean, we're in this for less than $30. Thankfully, we had a ton of scrap wood lying around, but even if you didn't, you could totally use like a fence post. We have these like taller fence posts here that we could have totally used the same size wood that is for each plank there, and these are only like $2 or $3 a piece, so you would only need 2 or 3 of them, but you could definitely do this yourselves for even under $50. And I think the sign was actually like $130 if you bought it from the store. So this is definitely something you can do, and I think it turned out super cute. And also then you can choose the color of staining you want, the design you want, you can personalize it, all the things. So I love doing DIYs myself.
A million things I guess that I should say, but I am done. Yeah, I'm done. Letting go of all my heavy load. I waited for the moment to unfold.
So now I'm going to go ahead and start painting. You could totally go about this in a number of ways, really. I decided to paint. I could have used my Cricut. I initially was going to use my Cricut machine and just cut out the vinyl, but honestly, the thought of even trying to find the vinyl and the transfer tape and all that, I was like, there's absolutely no way. I feel like digging through boxes right now, and I really just was excited to get the project done. I also wanted to make it feel kind of homemade. I mean, obviously it is homemade, but I wanted to give it that little bit of extra feel to it. I feel like that just helps add to the spooky vibes of it. I am just using some acrylic paint that I picked up. I think I got that at Michael's. It was like 40 cents or something like that. So it was super cheap. And then I just had these paintbrushes naturally. And then I did go ahead and kind of sketch out on the wood with a pencil on how I thought I wanted the words to kind of lay out.
All I'm doing fine. I'm gonna hold the line, and I'm gonna be just fine. Take it as I go. Stronger than ever. Faded, it's not a shade of mine. All in all, I'm doing fine.
Long since I really just sat down and painted something. I turned on a movie. It was actually the Hillbilly, what is that called? I can't even remember. It's on Netflix. I've been meaning to watch it for a long time, and so I finally was like, you know what, I'm gonna sit down. I don't watch a whole lot of TV and stuff like that, and when we're watching movies, it's usually more like family movies or stuff like that, and it just, yeah. So I decided I'm gonna sit down and enjoy a movie that I want to watch, and we're gonna go ahead and paint. So it was perfect. It was raining outside, so hearing the rain, and then, you know, of course I had candles going and stuff. It just felt so good to sit down and do this. Very therapeutic, I think. I really just enjoyed it. I needed to give my mind a mental break, and this really did it for me. So if you are a painter or somebody that's artistic or something like that, or even just enjoy crafting, pull out your paints this weekend and, you know, paint something. Turn a movie on for you, or turn on some music, light those candles, and just enjoy your time.
Left under open skies, stars reflecting in our eyes, while Bill and Tiger Lily holding hands, cowboys and Indians. So I called you up on the telephone. You sounded glad, but I bet surprised.
Alrighty, so our next project we're going to be doing is we're making a witch's broom. We are going to make the make a dupe, if you will, of the Pottery Barn witch's broom that I've been seeing floating around or flying around, if you will. But it actually comes in a couple different colors. I think there's a brown and a black. I'll post a little picture for you guys so you guys can get an idea. I'm gonna go ahead and make mine, and then I will decide then if I want to paint it black. Right now, I kind of do. I found this Rust-Oleum. It's kind of hard to tell. Not out in the sun, but the lighting, let's see. You can kind of see how it's kind of got like glittery in there. That's kind of what I want. I feel like glitter is like just mystical. I don't know. But anyway, I found this at Lowe's. I already had this twine from a previous project. This just came out of a cutting out of our backyard. My husband happened to keep a bunch of nice, good stems, and I was so grateful. I'm not even gonna lie. So if you have some stems laying in your backyard, or maybe your neighbor does, there you go for that. And then I also picked up these little fragranced brooms from At Home. They are only $6.99 a piece, and I did get 3 of them. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and trim these down, cut off this other twine so that way we can wrap it around the, I almost said broom handle. Technically, that's what it's about to be, is a broom handle. And then we'll get it all together and going, and I'm so excited for this project.
So I have to laugh, you guys. I asked my husband to set out everything that I needed so I didn't have to like go through his toolboxes and try to find everything on my own. You know, it's his stuff, so he typically would know where things are at. And I saw these little like hand cutters sitting on the workbench. I thought he sat them out for me to use for this project. And I was like, holy crapoly, these things are so dull. And I was actually getting very frustrated with him because I'm like, what did you give me? You knew I was doing this project today, and I mean, your girl has carpal tunnel, so sometimes I can't squeeze things very well, and so I thought maybe it was just me, and I'm like, what the heck? I was struggling. I was very much struggling, and it was so funny because later on, we actually went to Lowe's to pick up some mums, which you'll see here later on in the video, to kind of finish up the decor. And I was telling him, I'm like, you know, you gave me like some really dull cutters, like pruners for this project. And I was like, he's like, really? I didn't think they were dull. You know, I don't, you know, which ones were you using? I was like, well, they had a red handle. I mean, I don't know. The ones you left on the workbench or the weight bench. And he's like, I didn't leave any on the weight bench. So I pulled up the video and showed him, and he's like, really? Those are not pruners. He's like, no wonder you had so many problems, because they are definitely tin snips. You guys, I don't know what tools are. I mean, I know some like a monkey wrench and a ratchet and stuff like that, but I did not know these were tin snips. Your girl, I don't even know. I don't know. But I just thought it was hilarious because I'm like, really? No wonder I had so many problems. Me and him were both just dying in the aisle at Lowe's, laughing at my screw up because I totally was gonna get after him for that. And I was like, you know, because initially I was just gonna buy some, and he's like, don't buy any, I have plenty. And yeah, it was just such a funny story. I just had to share that with you guys because I could not believe I used tin snips to cut these brooms down. So funny. But I do want to let you guys know, with this project, this was so easy. It was literally just the stick out of the backyard. and some branches or the little scented brooms that I found at home. And you guys, these brooms still smell so good even though they've been outside. I can smell them as soon as I walk in and out of the front door. I'm like, oh my goodness, they smell amazing. So hopefully the scent sticks around for a little while, but I will tell you, do what I did not do and use some oh shoot, what are those called when you, I just lost the name of them. I cannot think of the name of them. When you like straps, they're like straps that tighten down, zip, oh my gosh, I don't know, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So anyway, definitely use those. Zip tie is what it's called. Zip tie your branches down and then wrap the twine around it.
Shedding tears or extremely happy.
So a little tip from Tammy, get you a bowl of water and sit your mums right inside and let them soak up that water. I have my other one over here. I don't have a bucket big enough, I don't think, anywhere to let that guy soak, but if you do, soak them from the bottom up. They will last a lot longer. I did end up getting these guys at Lowe's. This is a beautiful purpley color. And then this one is actually a mixture. It looks like with red and pink and yellow and orange. So I'm so excited for when these get into full bloom.
So give me freedom, give me faith.
It is now time to decorate and bring everything out. I did have this like netted fabric, I guess. I found at Dollar Tree last year. I had it left over. I actually initially was going to do like that fake spider webbing, and then I was like, no, I remember last year learning, I didn't make the mistake, but I read it somewhere, but we have a lot of lizards and stuff like that down here in Florida, and I read somewhere that they can get caught up in that fake spider webbing that people put out at Halloween. And so I was like, I do not want them to get caught up in that. So I don't think they'll get caught up in this stuff. It's really loose netting. It rips and tears very easily. So I think it'll be okay. If I do feel like I am wrong on that, I will definitely take it off. I don't want to harm any animal or anything like that, but I also think that the smell of that broom will probably keep the bugs away, in the lizards, away, which keeping the bugs away will keep the lizards away. They're only around for all the bugs, but I think the broom, the cinnamon, will keep everything away. I know when I came outside, there was a little lizard there and he took off immediately. He was like, absolutely not. So I don't know if I just scared him or if the scent of the broom helped. I don't know, but so I'm hoping that they will leave this alone for a while. Like I said, if not, I will definitely take it down. I don't want to hurt anything, but I absolutely loved the way this looked. I did end up switching the bottom piece to the other side. I felt like it looked a little better. You'll see that here in the end. And then I also wrapped some little fairy lights that I found at home around the broom to kind of just add that little sparkling touch for nighttime. I do want to go ahead and get some battery operated lights for the pumpkins as well at some point. But anyway, guys, I hope this was inspirational for you. I hope you get some ideas for your own decor this year. I hope you guys will come back, and I hope you all stay happy, healthy, and safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.